Hi everybody, I'm Barb Langridge from abookandahug.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at books that will be on the shelves in the library when you walk in and tell the librarian, hi, I have a child who's ready to read. So I spent, 12 years in the library helping families who came in, and I loved working with the families when they had those beginning readers, and it can be hard to find the books that are on the shelf. So we've got kids who are maybe late 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, and they're ready to read. They know what words are. I mean, they speak to you in words, they hear the words you say, and now we're getting ready to show them what those words look like on a printed page. So in the last video, we took a look at the Bob books by Bobby Lynn Maslin, and they're great beginning readers for those ready to read readers, because here's what makes them so good. They have very few words on a page, and the words themselves are very short. They have maybe 3 letters in them. So if you're a child who's just getting going and you're just beginning to build that muscle, that muscle's not that strong. You have to, it takes a lot of effort to sound out mat, sat. So we don't want to overwhelm them. We want to give them just a little bit, but enough so they can feel like, wow, mat, sat. Sam, wow, I could do that. And they turn the page. And in these books, there aren't that many pages to turn, and you're going to get to the end really fast, and you're going to feel like mastery. I can do this. I can read. So there are 10 books in that first box of set 1, and they're all designed to make your child feel very successful. Now, there's another series that I really like for the beginning readers, and that's called the Flip a Word series. Now, this series is based on word families, okay? So they're usually in a library. These are going to be located in an easy reader section. This one's called Snake Cake, and I think it's the most checked out book of this series because it has the word snake in it. So how does this work? Well, they start your child out with a 3-letter family, A-K-E, in this case, ache, right? And you tell your child, this is ache, The fun part is, as they start, they put a C in front of it. There's cake. But on the next page, ache has become snake. Now you flip the word, woo, and you make bake. And it keeps going like that. Now, this is almost like a chapter book because you've got not only the ache family, and oh, by the way, here's the snake bakes a cake, which is pretty hilarious. It'll make your child laugh. Here's the oat family, O-A-T. So they have 3 word families in each one of these books. I picked out, I'd say there are at least 10 or 11 of these out there for checking out right now. Here's Stop Pop. There's Pig Wig. There's Ice Mice. I mean, there are tons of these. But and when you see these, think about, okay, who's my child? Would my child want the snake book? Or would my child think that the Ice Mice would be more fun? Think of your child's personality, because part of teaching your child to read is giving your child a book they will want to read, they'll be interested in. Now, I've got another series that I was always head to. This is the Green Light Readers Level 1. Now, stay with me on that Level 1 because not all Level 1s are created equal. These 2 books are part of the Green Light Reader series. They're both by Holly Keller. All right, so this one's The Van, and it's a really exciting story about a family of animals with a van, and you can imagine what happens when things don't go quite right. Again, very short words, not too many in a sentence, not too many on a page. We fly. Look, this one only has 1 word. You get to turn that page. Whoop, you're done. You're on to the next page. It makes it fun. Your child builds that muscle. They learn to read. They have fun along the way. That makes the whole thing a success. This is The Hat. There's great drama in this one when this young lady loses her hat, and then Pam loses her hat, and then Dan tries to help her. So one of these has sitting on things, and that would totally go back to Matt and Sam sitting. So if your child enjoys things like that, it's a great connection. So these are Green Light Readers, and they're both by Holly Keller, and they're great for you. Now, I love this series that is by David Milgram. This is the Adventures of Otto. The series itself is called Ready to Read, and this is pre-level 1, okay? If your child, you know, is going to be a future science fiction reader, go here, okay? These are not day 1 because Otto, like here's the word hello, here's the word goodbye. I mean, you'd have to help your child with this so that they would learn to recognize it. But the interest, there's a lot of repetition in the book, and it's fun and funny. And kids who want something a little bit with a little action going on and a little humor, and this is a series of books, The Adventures of Otto, and they're really great. They're really done well. For the kids that don't want a story, yes, there are going to be kids that are learning to read who don't want a story. This is a National Geographic Kids Pre-Reader, and this particular one is Jump Pup. This one's got photographs, and there are children who love seeing real. They love seeing real pictures, real things. That makes such a difference to them when they're learning to read. Then we've got, I'm sure you guys have all heard about phonics, and there is a great series called We Both Read. And in this one, you know, maybe your child is kind of like, oh, I liked when you used to read books to me, okay? This is the page where the parent reads, and this is the page where the child reads. So you read blah, 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 and then the child reads Red Hat. So you get that sense of connection. They're snuggled up right next to you, and they are getting to practice and get a sense of confidence in the reading. So these are, when you walk in the library and you have a ready-to-read reader, they're just getting going. You're going to be looking for the books that have the 3-letter words, that have a few words in a sentence, a few sentences in the book, and something that would really appeal to your child as a person. So I hope you have a wonderful time teaching your child to read. Thank you.